Wendy Wolf's birthday.
It is Wendy Wolf's birthday and she has invited all her friends to a party.
Happy birthday, Wendy! Thank you, everybody.
Mr. Wolf is blowing up balloons for the party.
I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow these balloons up.
I love balloons. Me too. And me. And me. And me.
Everybody loves balloons.
Come on, let's dance. Don't let the balloons fall to the ground. Keep them in the air. This is fun.
Here is Mrs. Wolf.
Who wants bubbles?
Me.
Okay, I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow some bubbles.
I love bubbles. They are a bit like balloons, but they pop when you touch them. Watch. Woo! See, I popped one. Oh, we've popped all the bubbles.
We can always make some more bubbles. Who wants to go?
Me!
Okay.
Hooray!
Are you ready?
Yes, Mrs. Wolf.
You have to huff
Huff,
and you have to puff
puff.
and blow.
So many bubbles. Pretty bubbles in the sky. Ooh. Look at that big bubble. That's not a bubble, Pedro. That's the full moon. Ah, and you know what you do when you see a full moon? You howl. Ow! Why do you do that? That's what wolves do. We howl at the moon. Wendy, can you teach us how to do that? Okay. First, you have to look up at the moon. And then you howl. Ow! Ow!
Wendy Wolf has taught everyone how to howl like a wolf.
Wow, who did that one? It wasn't me. It wasn't me. It wasn't any of us. It's a wild animal.
It is Granny Wolf.
Happy birthday, Wendy.
Hello, Granny.
You must all be Wendy's friends. How do you do?
Hello, Granny Wolf. My, what big ears you've got, Granny Wolf.
All the better to hear you with.
What big eyes you've got, Granny Wolf.
All the better to see you with.
And what big teeth you've got.
All the better to eat birthday cake.
Wendy, what's that in the middle of your cake? It is a little house made of sticks. Ah!
Time to blow out the candles, Wendy.
I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow the candles out. You've blown the stick house down.
Oh, well done.
That's my go.
It was quite easy.
Houses made of sticks are easy to blow down.
I always forget. What's your house made of, Mr. Pig?
It's made of bricks.
Not straw?
Bricks.
Oh, of course.
That was a great party, Wendy. Yes, that was my best party ever. Happy birthday, Wendy. Nursery Rhymes.
Peppa and her friends are at playgroup.
Children, today we are doing nursery rhymes.
Ooh.
Who has a favourite nursery rhyme?
My favourite is Mary Had a Little Lamb.
Oh, yes.
Mary had a little lamb, little lamb, little lamb. Mary had a little lamb. Its fleece was white as snow. And everywhere that Mary went, Mary went, Mary went. And everywhere that Mary went, the lamb was sure to go. I like that one. It had a sheep in it.
That was lovely, Peppa. Thank you. Who else has a favourite nursery rhyme?
I like Little Bo Peep.
And can you sing, Little Bo Peep?
Yes, and it goes like this. Little Bo Peep has lost her sheep and doesn't know where to find them. I don't like that one. It's about sheep getting lost. It's too sad.
Yes. Does anyone know a nursery rhyme that isn't about sheep?
Me!
Yes, Pedro?
Ba ba black sheep. Oh, sorry. I know one about a cat.
Oh, splendid, Candy. Can you share it with us?
Hey diddle-diddle, the cat and the fiddle, the cow jumped over the moon. The little dog loved to see such fun, and the dish ran away with the spoon.
Dishes running away with spoons and cows jumping over moons? Crazy stuff. Who's next?
I know a rhyme about a mouse.
Very good, Freddy.
Hickory dickory dock, the mouse ran up the clock. The clock struck 1, the mouse ran down. Hickory dickory dock.
Oh, that one makes a lot more sense. Mice do like to run around.
Madam Gazelle, I know a rhyme that has numbers in it.
Excellent, Wendy. Please share it with the class.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once I caught a fish alive. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then I let it go again. Why did you let it go? Because it bit my finger so. Which finger did it bite? This little finger on my right.
Oh, the poor little fish was frightened. It was kind to throw it back.
Madam Gazelle,
Yes, Pedro?
I like Robin Hood.
Okay. And does Robin Hood have a rhyme?
Yes. Robin Hood lived in a wood. He was very good at jumping in mud.
Very good, Pedro.
I made it up myself. Madam Gazelle, I know a rhyme about marching. We have to go outside. Oh, the grand old Duke of York. He had 10,000 men. He marched them up to the top of the hill and he marched them down again. And when they're up, they're up. And when they're down, they're down. And when they're only halfway up, they're neither up nor down.
That was good exercise.
Madam Gazelle, do you have a favourite nursery rhyme?
But of course, Pedro. Would you all like to sing it with me?
Yes, please.
Everybody, hold hands. Ring-a-ring-a-roses,
A pocket full of posies, a tissue, we all fall down.
Peppa loves nursery rhymes. Everybody loves nursery rhymes.
Soft play.
It is morning. Peppa and her family are having breakfast.
Oh, there's a letter here for George.
It's an invitation to Richard Rabbit's party.
Sounds fun. I'll take George to the party, as long as it's not at that awful soft play centre.
It says soft play.
Ah,
Daddy doesn't like the soft play centre. Last time he got stuck and was rescued by a helicopter and a fire engine and a crane.
it wasn't exactly like that, Peppa. It was only a helicopter.
I think soft play sounds lovely. I will go with you, George.
It is time for Richard Rabbit's party.
Bye! I'll be back to pick you up later.
You're very welcome to stay if you want.
It's soft play, isn't it? No thanks.
Hello. You're very welcome to stay if you want.
See you later. Hello, Miss Rabbit.
Hello, Mummy Pig. I quite understand if you don't want to stay.
No, I'll stay. Us grown-ups can have a nice quiet chat while the children play.
Oh, OK.
This is the Soft Play Centre, where everything is soft, so children can bounce, swing, squash, slide, and play.
This is great! The children are having so much fun.
Yes, I just hope we can get them out at the end.
The little children have been playing all day.
Home time, children. That was a lovely party, wasn't it?
Yes!
Have you all had fun?
Yes!
Are you ready to go home now?
No!
Oh, my goodness! We're never going to get them out.
There's only one thing for it. I'll have to go in.
Good luck!
Ah! I'm stuck! Help!
Don't worry, I'm coming in. I'm nearly there. Oh no, I'm stuck too. Help!
Hello!
Mr. Elephant has come to collect Edmund Elephant.
Mr. Elephant!
Help! We're stuck.
No problem, ladies. I'll get you out.
No, don't! You'll get stuck. It's a trap.
Ah! I'm stuck.
Daddy Pig, Peppa and Susie have come to collect George.
Ah, what good little children you are. Where are your parents?
Help!
We're stuck.
Ho, ho! That usually happens to me. That is going to happen to me, isn't it? I'm going to go in there and get stuck.
Me and Susie can go in. We're smaller.
That's kind of you both, but it is my job. As a grown-up, I must do this.
But Daddy!
Don't worry, Peppa. If I get stuck, I will ring for the rescue services. Ah, yes, I'm stuck. Lucky I've got my phone.
Hello? Rescue service?
Oh, you're in here too?
Yes, I'm a bit tied up at the moment.
So there's no one to rescue us.
We're here, Daddy. We will rescue the grown-ups.
That tickles.
Well, hey!
Thank you, Peppa and Susie, for rescuing us. Hip, hip,
Hooray! Now we can all go home.
The little ones have gone back inside.
Peppa, can you bring the little ones out now?
Yes, Daddy. But we might have to play a bit first.
Peppa and Susie love the Soft Play Centre. Everyone loves the Soft Play Centre.
Parachute jump.
It is raining and the school roof is leaking again.
Moo! Didn't I fix this roof for you before, Madam Gazelle?
Yes, Mr. Bull, but still it goes drippity drip drip.
It's probably a broken roof tile. I wonder if it's this one. Has the dripping stopped?
No, it's dripping more.
Maybe these are the broken tiles. Is that any better?
No, it's getting worse.
This is a big hole you've got here. It's going to cost a lot of money to fix.
Oh dear, where shall we get the money to mend the school roof this time?
My daddy did a parachute jump for charity. He floated down and made lots of money.
Hooray! Good idea, Pedro. Hands up, who thinks their mummy or daddy would like to do a parachute jump?
My mummy. My daddy.
We need just one.
Peppa and George have arrived back home.
Mummy, the school roof is leaking. Again.
Is it, darling?
Yes. Madam Gazelle says it needs a lot of money to mend.
Yes, I'm sure it does.
She asked if somebody's mummy or daddy would jump out of an aeroplane.
Oh, I hope you didn't say Daddy would do it, Peppa. You know he doesn't like heights.
But you don't mind heights, do you, Mummy?
I'm fine with heights.
Good.
Oh, thank you, Mummy Pig, for agreeing to jump from an aeroplane. What? But I've never done it before. You'll be fine. Remember, it is for the children. Oh, in that case, of course I'll do it. Hooray for Mummy Pig!
It is the day of Mummy Pig's parachute jump.
I'm still not sure I really want to do this.
It's all in a good cause, Mummy Pig.
But I don't know how to jump out of an aeroplane. Don't worry, you'll get lots of training first.
Hello, Mummy Pig. Mr. Rabbit is the parachute trainer. This is a parachute. It will help you float through the air after you jump.
Should I practice that?
Practice what?
Jumping.
Why not? There, you're a natural.
Is that it?
Yes, you are now fully trained.
Hooray!
All aboard!
I'm still a tiny bit worried about this jump, Daddy Pig.
It's okay, Mummy Pig. I'll come up in the plane with you.
Good luck, Mummy!
Don't worry, Mummy Pig. Remember, you've got a parachute.
Yes, Daddy Pig.
Oh, we are a long way from the ground.
Oh dear, Daddy Pig has fallen out of the plane.
There she goes. No, wait, that's Daddy Pig. Wait for me, Daddy Pig. Whee! Mummy Pig has jumped. She is going to rescue Daddy Pig. Got you. Oh, she's got him.
Hooray! My mummy to the rescue!
Thank you for saving me, Mummy Pig.
Oh, Daddy Pig, you're starting to slip.
Mr. Bull has just finished mending the school roof.
Lovely job. It'll last for years.
I can't hold on. Daddy! Is Daddy Pig all right?
Ho, ho, I'm fine.
Good, because you'll need to do that parachute jump again.
What?
To raise the money to fix this new hole in the school roof.
Oh, all right.
Hooray for Daddy Pig!
Simple science.
It is playtime at Peppa's playgroup.
Stop!
Mr. Bull, what are you doing to our playground?
We're digging it up.
Mr. Bull loves digging.
Hello.
Daddy, why are you here?
I'm working with Mr. Bull.
Ooh!
It looks like Mr. Bull is doing all the work.
Mr. Bull just builds the playground. I do the hard bit, planning it all.
Ah!
I've worked it all out with science.
That sounds very interesting, Daddy Pig.
It is.
Would you like to teach the children some simple science?
It would be my pleasure. Let's start by doing an experiment.
What is an experiment?
It's a way to find something out that we don't know. Like, how many children does it take to lift Madam Gazelle?
100! 1000!
You're all just guessing.
What's the answer?
I don't know, but we can use an experiment to find out. Who wants to try and lift Madam Gazelle?
Me! I can't lift her.
Madam Gazelle is too heavy for one child to lift.
Let's try 2 children.
She's very heavy.
Madam Gazelle is too heavy for 2 children to lift.
Let's try 3 children.
It takes 3 children to lift Madame Gazelle.
We just did some simple science.
It was fun.
Let's do another experiment.
Yes!
Make a tower of blocks. Very good, but the tower looks a bit wobbly.
Oh.
How can we make the tower less wobbly?
Put the big blocks at the bottom and the small blocks at the top.
Fantastic!
Edmund Elephant is a clever clogs.
Can we do more experiments?
Of course. Who can tell me their favourite game?
Jumping up and down in muddy puddles.
And what do we need to make a muddy puddle?
Dirt and water.
Dirt and water. Mix them together to make a muddy puddle. Peppa, please test the puddle.
This puddle is too dry.
Let's add some more water. Please jump again, Peppa.
This puddle is just right. Nice and muddy.
And making muddy puddles is a bit like making concrete. Concrete is what we're using to make your new playground. It starts off wet and soft like mud, then it sets and goes hard forever.
Ooh!
Right now, it is gloopy like custard. Let me show you. You see, it's very soft. But who can tell me what's going to happen next?
The concrete will go hard.
Exactly. It will set as hard as rock.
Daddy Pig, I think you should step out of there before...
I'll be with you in a moment, Mr. Bull. I'm just talking to the children.
Yes, but...
You see, the concrete is soft. Still soft. And now... hard.
Wow!
All thanks to a bit of simple science. Now, Mr. Bull, what was it you were saying?
I was trying to say you should get out before the concrete goes hard.
Ah.
Daddy Pig is stuck.
Don't worry, Daddy Pig. I'll have you out in a jiffy.
How?
I'll dig up the playground.
Daddy Pig loves being dug out of concrete. Everyone loves being dug out of concrete.
The police.
Peppa and her friends have brought their bikes to playgroup. Children, today we have very important visitors. The police are coming to our playgroup.
Ooh. The police drive cars with flashing lights. Nina, Nina, no, Nina. It's dee-door, dee-door, no, dee-door. Police cars go woo-woo, Nina,
Yes, if I might explain. What I was about to say was...
Hooray, it's the police!
Here are the police.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hello, hello, hello.
That is how the police say hello.
Hello.
I'm Police Officer Squirrel.
And I'm Police Officer Panda.
We're going to teach you how to ride your bicycles safely.
Ooh.
Right, let's see you all riding your bikes.
Look where you're going.
Always keep your ears and eyes open. And stop.
Well done, children.
Now, suppose you're riding your bike along and someone steps out in front of you.
What do you do?
I would ring my bell.
Very good. Ringing your bell lets others know you are there.
Can you all show me how good you are at ringing bells?
I don't have a bell. I have a horn.
A horn is just as good as a bell. Could you give your horn a tiny little toot so that we can all...
Yes, that should be sufficient to alert the public of your approach.
Now for the last bit of the lesson.
Where's he going?
Police Officer Panda is driving to the bottom of the hill.
Calling Police Officer Squirrel. Over. Can you read me? Over.
Read you loud and clear. Over.
The police have special phones to talk to each other.
I'm in position. Over.
Now, when I blow my whistle, I want you all to cycle down the hill and use your brakes to not bump into Police Officer Panda.
Okay.
They're on their way. Over.
I see them coming. Over. Very good braking, everyone.
Are you ready for Madame Gazelle? Over.
Send her down. Over.
I don't think I need to do this. I am the teacher, and I wasn't
Off
supposed
you
to be part.
go.
Ooh!
Ears and eyes open.
Ears and eyes open. Yes. Whee! This is fun.
Ring your bell.
Oh yes, ring bell.
Brakes.
Oh yes, brakes.
Well done. And that's how to ride your bicycles safely.
Children, thank the police for taking time off from their important work to talk to us today.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
When I grow up, I want to be a policeman.
And what is it about being a policeman that you like?
I like blowing whistles.
Very good. But of course there's more to being a police officer than blowing whistles.
Oh, yes. We're always very busy.
We do lots of very important things. Like,
The police solve mysteries and drive cars with flashing lights. Nina, Nina, woo!
Spot on, Freddy. Right, we really must be on our way. And remember, always keep your ears and eyes open. Oh, who put that tree there?
Yes, it's not a safe place to put a tree. I'll make a note. Dangerous tree on public highway.
Ho ho. You see, children, a police officer's work is never done. Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Peppa loves the police. Everyone loves the police.
The zoo.
Peppa and her playgroup are visiting the zoo for the day.
Going to the zoo. Bing, bong, bing. Bong, bing, boom. We're all going to the zoo.
Children, are you ready to see all kinds of animals?
Yes, Madame Gazelle.
Today, we will be meeting wild animals.
Ooh.
But don't worry, the wild animals will be safely behind fences. A lion has escaped!
Hello, I'm Mr. Lion. Welcome to the zoo.
It is Mr. Lion, the zookeeper.
Hello, Mr. Lion.
You've picked a good time to visit. It's feeding time.
Ooh.
This way to the animals. Here are the tortoises.
Ooh.
We keep this gate shut so they don't run away.
They don't look like they could ever run. No, they're moving very slowly.
Yes, that's why they live to be so old.
How long do they live?
Tortoises can live 100 years.
Wow.
Now, feeding time. Who knows what tortoises like to eat?
Tortoises like to eat vegetables.
That's right. That's why we feed them lettuce.
Mr. Lion is feeding the tortoises lettuce.
But of course, children, not all animals eat vegetables.
That's right, Mrs. Wildebeest.
My name is Madame Gazelle.
Sorry, gazelle, wildebeest. For some reason, I always get those two mixed up.
Mr. Lion, what animal will we see next?
I'll give you a clue. It lives in water.
Is it a whale or a shark?
Wait and see. Look carefully into the water.
I can't see anything. There's nothing in there.
Wait, I think I see something. Ah! Crocodile!
Hello, I'm Mrs. Crocodile. I'm the keeper in charge of the penguins.
Penguins!
Adorable, aren't they? And now it's their feeding time. Penguins eat fish.
Ooh. Penguins are very good at catching. And waddling. And they like to swim.
If you look through the glass wall, you can see the penguins swimming underwater.
Wow! They're really good at swimming.
Yes, that's why we have this fancy pool for them.
Very interesting. Thank you, Mrs. Crocodile and Mr. Lion.
It's our pleasure, Mrs. Wildebeest.
Gazelle.
Of course, yes. Gazelle.
What animal are we meeting next? I can see it. It's very tall. It's a giraffe. Yes, that's my dad. He's a keeper at the zoo.
Hello, I'm Mr. Giraffe.
Hello, Mr. Giraffe. What sort of animal are you looking after?
See if you can guess.
Look up there. There's a net. It must be a flying wild animal. It must be hiding, watching us, waiting to pounce. Ooh, butterflies!
Mr. Giraffe looks after the butterflies.
Is it the butterflies' feeding time?
Yes, and the butterflies get all the food they need from these flowers.
It is amazing they can live on just the food from flowers.
I wish I could get by just eating flowers.
Yes.
All this talk of eating has made me quite hungry.
Me too. Well, it's our feeding time now.
What's for lunch today, Mr. Lion?
Oh, lunch boxes for everyone. Sandwiches, fruit juice, and an apple.
Little picnics in boxes.
Tuck in, everyone.
Hooray!
Mr. Lion loves feeding time at the zoo. Everyone loves feeding time at the zoo.
George's new clothes.
It is a lovely sunny day. Peppa and George are playing in the garden.
Muddy puddles.
Peppa and George love jumping up and down in muddy puddles.
George, you are all muddy.
Peppa, George.
George, my goodness, what a muddy little piggy.
You'll need a bath.
And we'll need to wash your clothes.
Oh.
George is washed in the bath. George's clothes are washed in the washing machine.
We must have washed these clothes 1,000 times.
George's clothes have got holes in them.
When you wash clothes 1,000 times, they get holes in them.
I can see your bottom, George.
Maybe it's time we got George some new clothes.
Mummy Pig is taking Peppa and George to the clothes shop.
Hello, Mummy Pig.
Hello, Miss Rabbit.
How can I help you?
We need some new clothes for George, please.
Well, you're in luck. This is a clothes shop. First, we need to measure you. Now hold your arms out.
George thinks you're going to tickle him.
I promise I won't tickle you, George. Very good. What a big, strong boy you are.
You see, George, Miss Rabbit didn't tickle you, did she? No, but I will.
George loves being tickled.
Right, let's find George some new clothes. How about this? It will keep you very warm.
Ooh.
If George would kindly go into the changing booth, please.
George is wearing a big, thick, woolly jumper.
You look cuddly, George.
I don't think white is the best colour for puddle jumping.
This isn't white. It's every other colour but white.
George, you look like a clown. No.
George does not want to look like a clown.
Too much colour. What about this then?
Now you look like a penguin.
Yes, it's still not really George.
What about this then? Basically, it's what you had before.
Oh, yes.
George, you look like you.
What do you think, George?
Hooray!
George likes his new clothes.
Daddy, we're home.
Oh, So George didn't get any new clothes then?
These are his new clothes, Daddy Pig.
The same as before, but no holes.
Ho, ho, I see.
Can we play in the garden now, Mummy?
Yes, let's all play in the garden.
Yippee! Look, a muddy puddle. Let's jump in it. Jumping up and down in muddy puddles. Splish, splash, slosh, splish, splash. With a big splash here and a big splash there. Here a splash, there a splash, everywhere a splish, splash. Jumping up and down in muddy puddles. Splish, splash, slosh, splish, splash.
Oh.
George, you've got your new clothes all muddy again. Oh.
You're one to talk, Peppa. Look at your clothes.
And you seem to be a little muddy too, Daddy Pig.
And you, Mummy Pig.
Oh, well, it's only mud. It'll come off in the wash.
If we're going to get washed anyway, let's get even more muddy.
Yes!
Peppa, George, Mummy Pig and Daddy Pig love getting muddy. Everyone loves getting muddy.
School project.
Peppa and her friends are at playgroup.
Children, who can tell me what this is?
It's a castle.
That's right, Danny. And for your school project, I want you to go home and make a castle.
Wow!
You can make your castles from any old bits and bobs you find at home. Cardboard, plastic bottles, egg boxes.
Can we use glitter?
Oh, please, not too much glitter. It gets everywhere.
Can I make the castle big?
Make it as big as you like. The only limit is your imagination.
It is breakfast time at Peppa's house.
Mummy, Daddy, I've got some very good news.
What's that, Peppa?
I am doing a new school project.
School project?
Oh, what is it, Peppa?
I need to make a castle.
OK. Why don't you use this empty cereal box? Stick these yoghurt pots on the sides. And what have you got?
A box with pots on it. No, Daddy, it has to be good.
Peppa, what exactly did Madame Gazelle tell you to do?
She told us to use our imagination. And a fantastic castle is what I am imagining. And my castle has to be big enough for me to live in.
I see.
Right.
It is breakfast at Susie Sheep's house.
Madame Gazelle told you to make a real fairy palace?
Yes, with all the little fiddly bits.
Hello? Sorry, but I can't come into work today. It's a school project. Yes, yes. Thanks, but I should be able to manage.
This is what my castle looks like, but much, much bigger.
If it needs to be big, we should use concrete.
No, Daddy Pig. We just need to find a big enough cardboard box.
Have we got a big box?
No.
Delivery for Daddy Pig.
I don't remember ordering anything this large. It's just a new light bulb. Why do they use so much packaging for these things?
Shall I take the box away for you?
Oh, yes. Thank you.
No, Daddy. We need that box. Look what I've got.
Great! That's your castle almost done.
Hooray!
It's not almost done. We have to stick things on, paint it, add the glitter.
Glitter? Hello?
Hello, can I speak to Peppa, please?
Peppa, it's Susie Sheep.
Hello, Susie. How's your school project going? I'm doing very well. More pointy, Mummy, and it needs to be taller. How is your castle going? It's quite hard work, but my Mummy and Daddy are helping a little tiny bit.
What do you think of this tower, Peppa?
Very good, but it still looks a bit cardboardy.
Maybe I can paint it.
I need to get on with my work now, Susie. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye, Peppa.
What do you think, Peppa?
Wow, that looks just like a castle.
Oh, we got there in the end.
It just needs one more thing. Glitter! glitter!
Oh, glitter would stop the castle looking real.
And anyway, we've, completely run out of glitter.
Peppa and her friends have brought their castles back to playgroup.
Wow, a fairy palace? That must have been a bit tricky for you to make, Susie.
No, it was easy. My castle is made out of a cardboard box.
It is a very fine castle. Thank you, Madame Gazelle. Pedro, did you not make a castle?
I did, but it's too big to bring into school.
We built it out of stone blocks.
Isn't it wonderful what the children can make using just their imaginations?
And my castle really is big enough for me to live in.
Peppa loves school projects. Everyone loves school projects.
The Outback.
Peppa has come to visit Kylie Kangaroo in Australia.
Do you think we should have told them we were coming? Hello, Mr. Kangaroo.
Oh, Mr. Pig. What a surprise.
You did say if we were ever passing, we should visit.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Kylie, look who's just dropped by.
Hello, Peppa. Hello, Kylie. Hello, George. Remember my little brother Joey? Dinosaur. Grrr. Grrr, crocodile.
We're just going for a picnic. Do you want to come along?
Yes, please.
The kangaroo family have an aeroplane.
Wow, you have a plane. Yes, we're going to fly to the picnic spot.
All aboard! Everybody ready?
Yes!
Then let's go!
Where are we going for the picnic? To a special place in the Outback. Ooh! Flying in an aeroplane on a sunny day. Going to a picnic a long, long way away.
Going to the Outback on a sunny day. Flying to the Outback a long, long way away.
I love the Outback. What is the Outback?
We're flying over it now.
Oh, it looks like a desert.
It kind of is. But the Outback is also a special, magical place for us.
Ooh.
Here is our picnic spot.
With our special picnic tree.
It's the only tree for miles.
Wow, it's hot. Have you got any water?
Too right. We all need water. Water is a precious thing in the Outback, so don't...
Ah, nice and cool.
Waste it.
Daddy, you have to drink it, not splash it around.
Ah.
No worries. Let's cook up a good old-fashioned Australian picnic.
Oh, sounds lovely. Should we collect wood for the campfire?
You don't need wood when you've got gas.
Mr. Kangaroo has a gas barbecue.
When we have a picnic, Mrs. Duck always shows up.
Ah, there's no chance of Mrs. Duck showing up in the middle of a desert.
Oh.
It is a duck-billed platypus.
Mrs. Duck-billed Platypus always shows up when we have picnics.
Food's ready. Corn on the cob for everyone. Hooray!
Peppa likes corn on the cob. Everyone likes corn on the cob.
I think it's time for a game.
Sure thing. I've brought a cricket bat.
Oh, do you play cricket in Australia?
Do we play cricket? We're born playing cricket.
Cricket! How do you play it? You hit the ball with the bat. Ah! If we catch it, you're out. Ready, Dad? You're out, Dad.
Ha-ha! You'll go, Peppa.
Good shot, Peppa.
Oh dear, the ball has landed in the tree.
Oh, it's the only tree for miles, and our ball gets stuck in it.
If I lift you up, Peppa, can you see the ball?
A teddy bear is holding on to it. That's not a teddy bear, Peppa. That's a koala. Thanks, mate. That is the sweetest animal I've ever seen. But you are sweet too, Mrs. Duck-billed Platypus. Yes, you are.
OK, everybody, it's home time.
You're staying at our house tonight, Peppa. Yippee! I loved our picnic in the Outback. Can we do it again tomorrow? There are loads of other great things we can do while you're here, Peppa. Oh, goody. Night-night. Night-night.
Peppa and George are asleep after their first day on holiday with Kylie Kangaroo.
George's woolly hat.
Today, George is wearing a new woolly hat.
Hold on to your hat, George, or it will blow off.
Peppa and George have arrived at Granny and Grandpa Pig's house.
Granny Pig, Grandpa Pig.
Hello, my little ones. Now, children, play nicely. And George, don't get your new hat muddy.
We promise not to get George's new hat muddy.
Thank you, Grandpa Pig. See you later.
Bye-bye.
Come on, Peppa and George. Let's go down to the garden.
Yes!
George, remember what Mummy Pig said about your hat?
Yes, Granny Pig. It will be fine.
Peppa and George have found a large pile of manure.
What's this, Grandpa?
That is manure. Wonderful stuff. I put it on my vegetables to make them grow big and strong.
It smells really smelly.
It's the muckiest, smelliest thing in the garden. Probably best if you two stand back. There. Let's go spread some muck.
This is Grandpa Pig's cabbage patch.
Hello, cabbages. Would you like some manure?
It is getting windy.
Hold on to your hat, George.
Oh, dear. The wind has blown George's hat off.
George, catch it.
George's hat is caught in a tree.
George, you are all muddy. Oh, but your hat is still clean.
Thank goodness for that.
I'll get it down for you.
Perhaps I had better help.
No, Grandpa, I can do it. Whoops.
Oh, dear. Peppa is covered in mud.
I see two little piggies who need a bath.
George's hat is on top of some reeds in the pond.
Lucky for us, your hat is still clean, George.
But how do we get it?
This is a job for a grown-up. I will need a stick.
Don't fall in, Grandpa.
I know what I'm doing, Peppa. I can reach it.
I see a big piggy who needs a bath.
Grandpa Pig, what on earth are you doing?
I'm having a cup of tea.
No, you're not.
Of course I'm not. That was a joke. It is perfectly clear to see that I have fallen into the pond.
That was a silly thing to do. Peppa, George, you're both covered in mud too.
We were trying to get George's hat back, Granny.
Where is George's hat anyway?
It's flying in the sky.
I will get George's hat back and then you can all get cleaned up.
Be careful, Granny.
I would use a stick.
Thank you, everyone, but it's perfectly fine. I've got boots on.
If you walk on that manure, you will sink.
Hush, Grandpa. I have no intention of sinking. I can reach it. Got it.
Oh, dear. Granny Pig is covered in manure.
Ooh, smelly Granny Pig.
Mummy Pig has come to pick up Peppa and George.
Hello.
Grandpa Pig, I thought you promised not to let the children get muddy.
I think you will find we promised not to let George's hat get muddy.
And it's not muddy.
It's perfectly clean.
Yes, I can see. The only clean thing around here is George's woolly hat.
Sailing boat.
Grandpa Pig is taking Peppa and George sailing. Ahoy there, Grandpa Pig. Here are Mr. Stallion and Mrs. Corgi. They are members of the sailing club.
Hello, we're just going out for a sail.
It's a bit early for sailing.
Yes, you can't go sailing now.
Thank you for your advice. See you later.
Grandpa, your friend said that we can't go sailing yet.
They don't know what they're talking about. Oh, bother.
Grandpa's boat is stuck in the mud.
There's no water, Grandpa.
Yes. The tide seems to be out.
So we can't go sailing?
Don't worry. The water will come back again soon and the boat will rise up.
The water is coming back.
It certainly is.
The water is lifting Grandpa's boat out of the mud.
We're bobbing up and down.
Let's go sailing.
Aye, aye, Captain Grandpa.
Off we go.
I love sailing.
Ahoy there, Grandpa Pig.
Are you okay there?
Do you need any help or advice, old chap?
We're doing just fine, thank you. Bye.
Grandpa, they're going quicker than us.
There's no need to hurry when you're sailing.
We're bobbing up and down. The boat bobs up, the boat bobs down. The boat bobs up, the boat bobs down. A bobbing, 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 bobbing up and down. The boat bobs up and down.
Ahoy there, Grandpa Pig. Time to head back if you don't want to miss the tide.
If you leave it too late, you'll get stuck in the mud.
Ha-ha, right you are. Goodbye. I don't listen to them. I know more about the tides than they ever will.
The boat bobs up, the boat bobs down. The boat bobs up, the boat bobs down. The boat bobs up. Oh, we've stopped bobbing.
Ah, the tide seems to have gone out.
Are we stuck in the mud, Grandpa?
Yes, but only until the tide changes. Then the water will lift us up again.
When will the water come back?
Tomorrow morning.
Oh.
We'll just have to spend the night on the boat.
A sleepover! Hooray!
I'd better give Granny Pig a call.
Hello?
Hello, Granny Pig. We've decided to spend the night out on the boat.
You mean you've got the tides wrong?
No, of course not. I just...
We're stuck in the mud, Granny.
I knew it.
It's an adventure, Granny. We'll see you in the morning.
Where will we sleep, Grandpa?
Here. The boat has 2 little bunk beds.
Ooh.
And I will sleep on deck, under the stars.
Night-night, Grandpa.
Night-night, Peppa and George.
Peppa and George are asleep in the bunks. Grandpa Pig is asleep on the deck. The stars are twinkling in the sky above. It is morning.
We're bobbing up and down.
Look, children, the water is back.
Hooray!
Grandpa Pig's boat is floating again.
Time to sail home.
Aye, aye, Captain Grandpa. The boat bobs up and down.
Granny Pig has come to meet Peppa and George.
Granny Pig! Thank you.
Hello, my little ones. Did you have a nice time?
Yes! We got stuck in the mud and had a sleepover.
Peppa loves sailing. Everyone loves sailing.
Masks.
It is the start of another day at Peppa's playgroup.
Good morning, children.
Where is Madame Gazelle?
Here I am.
Oh.
I was wearing a mask.
You were in disguise.
Yes, and today you will all be making masks.
Hooray!
We have cardboard and coloured paper, crayons and paints, feathers, pipe cleaners, buttons, pom pom-poms.
Can we use glitter?
No glitter.
Please, Madame Gazelle. Please, Madame Gazelle.
No, I have only just managed to clean up from the last glitter event. Now, begin your masks, children.
Peppa is using coloured tissue paper.
I'm making a butterfly mask.
Danny Dog is using buttons and drinking straws.
I'm making a robot mask.
Susie Sheep is using feathers.
I'm making a magic owl mask. Twit-twoo! I've made a superhero mask.
Nay.
I've made a carrot mask. And my little brother Richard is a baby carrot. We like carrots.
George has made a dinosaur mask.
Dinosaur.
And what mask is yours, Edmund?
It is the solar system with all the planets.
I see.
I've included Pluto, even though it's only classed as a planetoid.
Very good.
Edmund Elephant is a clever clogs.
So, are we all finished?
Mine would look better with some glitter on it. Please, can we have some glitter, Madame Gazelle? Glitter, 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 glitter.
There are lots of other shiny things you can use.
Not as good as glitter. Glitter, glitter, glitter.
No, glitter gets everywhere. There is no getting rid of it once it comes out. It is a menace.
But it's so special and magic. Please, can we have some glitter? Please.
Oh, all right. But only if you all promise to be very, very careful with it.
We promise.
Okay, I will unlock the glitter cabinet.
Madame Gazelle keeps the glitter safely locked away.
Now, children, you did promise to use this glitter very carefully.
It is home time and the parents have come to collect the children.
Ah! Glitter!
Don't panic. Please remain calm. There was a glitter leak, but we have it under control now. Today, the children have been making masks. Ooh.
Oh, I'm here to pick up Peppa and George, but I can't see them anywhere.
I'm a pretty butterfly. Flutter, flutter, flutter.
Excuse me, Mrs. Butterfly. I'm looking for two little piggies. Do you know where I can find them?
Daddy, I tricked you. It's me.
Peppa! What a surprise! But where is George?
Grrr.
Ah! George, it's you! I thought you were a dinosaur.
Madame Gazelle, I can't find Rebecca and Richard. Would you mind if I took these 2 carrots home instead?
Silly, Mummy. It's us.
Oh, Rebecca, Richard.
Come on, Pedro. Time to go home.
I am not Pedro. I am Super Pony.
Oh, does Super Pony want to come home? Or does Super Pony want to stay here for the night?
Come home with you, please, Mummy.
Haven't we all had fun making wonderful masks?
Who are you?
It is I, Madame Gazelle.
Madame Gazelle loves masks. Everyone loves masks.
Boomerang.
It is the end of Peppa's holiday with Kylie Kangaroo.
Why don't you children go and play in the garden while we pack?
Okay, Mummy. This holiday is the best. I loved having you stay, Peppa. I wish we didn't have to go back home. Don't be sad. I've got you a goodbye present. Ooh, is it a banana? No. Dinosaur? No. It's a thing. Yes, but it's not just any old thing. It's a boomerang. A boomerang? Boomerangs are very special to us. We've used them since olden times. Wow! Thank you, Kylie. What do you do with it? You play catch with it. Like a ball? Sort of, but when you throw a boomerang, it comes back to you. That's impossible. I told you it was impossible. You need to throw it harder. George, you have a go. Oh, it doesn't work. You're just not throwing it right. You need to throw it hard. What, like this?
Watch out!
Whoa!
Ha! I did it!
The boomerang has flown all the way back to Peppa.
What was that?
It's a boomerang, Daddy.
Ah, yes.
You have to throw it hard and then it comes back.
Allow me to show you, Mr. Pig. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, throw!
So, when does it come back?
Keep a good lookout, kids. That boomerang could be anywhere.
I think we might have found it.
Hello.
This is Mr. Wallaby. He is the next-door neighbour.
Hi, Mr. Wallaby. I was, just teaching these kids how to throw a boomerang. Sorry about your window.
Well, there's no worries there, mate. What's a broken window between friends?
Mr. Wallaby is a very nice neighbour.
Don't let it happen again, though.
Thanks. Like I was saying, to throw a boomerang, you need to throw it hard.
What? Like this?
That's it, Daddy. It's coming back.
Here she comes. Here she comes.
Catch it, Mr. Pig.
Ah, missed it.
Oh, no.
The boomerang has broken another window.
Well, I think we should be going. Well, you've still got some windows left.
Hey, no! You can't leave until I've had a go. Let me show your mates how a boomerang should be thrown.
Thanks, Mr. Wallaby.
Don't mention it. That's what neighbours are for. Now, the trick is you need to throw the boomerang more upright. Like this.
Ooh.
It's good. It's good. It's a good throw. Here it comes. It's good. It's looking... Oh, no! Someone catch it!
Oh, dear. The boomerang has broken another window.
So, we absolutely must be going now. Do you want any help mending your windows?
No worries, mate. That time it was my fault.
Mr. Wallaby really is a very nice neighbour.
See you later.
Bye-bye. See you later.
Where have you all been?
Just throwing boomerangs, you know.
Mr. Wallaby's windows have all been
We had a
broken.
great time, didn't we, kids?
Yes! I've loved having you stay, Peppa. We've loved it too, haven't we, George? Don't forget your present. Oh, yes, the boomerang. Thank you. Come back again. I will, just like the boomerang.
Peppa has had the best holiday ever with Kylie Kangaroo.